Hello friends, so welcome to lecture series on multivariable calculus. So we have already discussed what chain rule are and how we can apply chain rule on several variable functions. Now change of variables, okay. So what change of variables are, let us see. Suppose z is a function of x and y. Again, suppose z is a function of two variables x and y. X and y are independent variable and z is a dependent variable. Now x and y, suppose x is a function of u and v again, and y is again a function of u and v. So we already know that if you want to compute say del f by del u by the chain rule, we can write del f by del x into del x by del u plus del f by del v into del v by del x del y into del y by del u, because f is a function of x and y both are the function of u, okay. Similarly, del f by del v will be del f by del x into del x by del v plus del f by del y into del y by del v. This we can also understand by tree diagram, as I already discussed. Z is a function of x and y, okay, and x and y both are the functions of u. So it is del f by del x, it is del x by del u, here it is del f by del y, here it is del u by del y by del u. So del f by del u will be this into this plus this into this, which is this term, okay. And similarly, if z is a function of x and y, and we want to compute del f by del v, so it is del f by del x, it is del x by del v, it is del f by del y, it is del y by del v. So del f by del v will be this into this plus this into this, that is this term, okay. Now basically let us compute del f by del x and del f by del y from these two equations, okay. What are the equations we are having here? It is f x into del x by del u plus f y into del y by del u is equals to f u. This is the first equation, okay. The second equation is f x into del x by del v plus f y into del y by del v is equal to f v. So these are two equations we are having. Now basically these are the two system of equations, okay. Let us try to compute f x and f y in terms of f u and f v, okay. So how can we compute? We already know Cramer rule, it is a1x plus b1y plus is equal to c1 and a2x plus b2y is equal to c2, then it is x upon it is c1 c2 b1 b2 minus y upon determinant c1 c2 a1 a2 and 1 upon determinant a1 a2 b1 b2. So this is a simple Cramer rule by which we can find the values of x and y. Now suppose because these are the unknowns, f x and f y are the unknowns, okay. So they may be treated as x and y, and this is a1, this is a2, this is c1, this is a2, b2 and c2. So let us compute f x and f y from these two equations. So similarly from these two equations it is f x upon determinant of it is f u, f v, c1 c2 and then b1 b2, it is these two, that is del y by del u upon del y by del v, which is equals to minus f y upon determinant of C1 C2, again C1 C2, which is Fu Fv, okay, and then A1 A2, A1 is this, A2 is this, that is del x by del u and del x by del v, and is equals to 1 upon determinant of A1 A2 B1 B2, that is del x by determinant of del x by del u del x by del v, and then it is del y by del u and del y by del v. Okay. Now, this term, this determinant is basically this determinant del x upon del u del y upon del u del x upon del v del x upon del y upon del v is also denoted by del of xy upon del of uv, which we call as denoted by j, and it is called Jacobian of x and y. Okay. This is denoted by j, this term, which is this determinant, and this is called, we call it Jacobian. Okay. So, we can write fx as, from this equation, fx can be written as, therefore, fx will be 1 upon j times, because when you compare this with this term, it is 1 upon j, j is this term, okay, 1 upon j, and this will go to a numerator. So, this will be determinant of del f upon del u, del y upon del u, del f upon del v, del y upon del v, which is 1 upon j times, it is del of f y upon del of u v. Okay. That means del f upon del u, del y upon del u, del f upon del v, and del y upon del v. Okay. Similarly, fy will be minus 1 upon j, this will go to a numerator, and this will be del of f x upon del of u v, which is del f upon del u, del f upon del v, del x upon del u, del x upon del v. Okay, this term. So, that is how we can compute fx and fy if we know the values of del f upon del u or del f upon del v. So, this is basically change of variables. So, that is what is given in the PPT, that is del f upon del x is 1 upon j times del of fy upon del of u v. Similarly, fx upon fy will be minus 1 upon j times del of fx upon del of u comma v. Okay. Now, let us try to solve some problems based on this, then we will see some other properties of Jacobian. So, first problem is, here z is a function of x and y, and x is r cos theta and y is r sin theta. So, we have to prove that fx square plus fy square is equal to fr square plus 1 by r square times f theta square. Okay. So, let us try to prove this. So, fx, as we already know that fx is 1 upon j times del of fy upon del of r theta, because instead of u and v, here we are having r and theta, u is r and v is theta. Okay. So, first let us compute j, j is Jacobian, Jacobian is del of xy upon del of r theta, it is determinant of del x upon del r, del x upon del theta, del y upon del r, del y upon del theta, which is equal to, now what is del x upon del r from here? It is cos theta, del x upon del theta, it is minus r sin theta, del y upon del r is sin theta, and del y by del theta is r cos theta. When you take the determinant, it is r times cos square theta plus sin square theta, which is r into 1, which is r. Okay. Now, what is del of Fy upon del of r theta? It is determinant of del f upon del r, del f upon del theta, del y upon del r, del y upon del theta, which is equal to determinant of, it remain as it is, Fr, f theta remain as it is, and del y by del r from here is sin theta, and del y by del theta is r cos theta. So, the determinant will be r cos theta into Fr minus f theta into sin theta. So, what will be Fx then? So, Fx will be 1 by r times, because j is r, okay, and this value is this thing, and times it is r cos theta Fr minus sin theta into f theta. So, this is Fx. Now, similarly, how can you find Fy? Now, Fy will be minus 1 by j times del of Fx upon del of r theta. So, now let us compute this. We already know j is r. So, let us compute this term. This term is del of Fx upon del of r theta, which is determinant of del f upon del r, del f upon del theta, del x upon del r, and del x upon del theta, and it is equal to, it is Fr, it is f theta, del x upon del r from here it is cos theta, and del x upon del theta is minus r sin theta. So, this value will be minus r sin theta Fr and minus f theta into cos theta. So, so what will be Fy then? Fy will be, so negative will be cancelled from this negative. So, it will be 1 by r times r sin theta into Fr plus cos theta into f theta. So, what will be Fx square plus Fy square? This we have to compute. Okay. We have to compute Fx square plus Fy square. So, square and add both the equations. So, when we square and add, we get 1 by r square times, it is a square, a minus b whole square, it is a plus b whole square. So, it will be r square times Fr square will be common, it is cos square theta plus sin square theta from this side. From this side it is f theta square, and it is sin square theta plus cos square theta, and 2 times this into this and 2 times this into this will be cancel out, because they are having opposite sign. So, what we are getting from here, r square cancel out, it is Fr square plus 1 by r square times f theta square. So, hence we have proved, this problem. Okay. So, that is how using change of variables also we can show such type of problems. We can directly use chain rule also, no problem, but we can also try to solve these problems using change of variables. In the same problem, I want to emphasize one more property, which is, you see when we deal with single variable functions, say y equal to fx, then we can always write dy by dx is equal to reciprocal of dx by dy. That is always true for single variable functions, but it may not be true for partial derivatives. Let us see what is del x by del r from here. It is cos theta. Okay. Now, if you want to compute del r by del x, what it will be? Now, we can't compute del r upon del x from this equation. we first have to express r in terms of independent variables. Now, for r, independent variables are x and y. So, what will be equation of r in terms of x and y? It is r square equal to x square plus y square. Okay. Not from this equation, because this r equal to x sec theta, but sec theta, but this sec theta, okay, we can't differentiate from here partially, because we have to express r in terms of independent variables. Okay, x and y are independent, not x and theta. Okay. So, what will be del r from del x from here? It is 2r del r by del x is equals to 2x, 2 cancels out. So, del r by del x is equals to x by r, and x by r from here it is cos theta. So, it is also cos theta. So, we have seen that del r by del x is not reciprocal of del r by del x. Now, let us come to second problem. Second problem is, here z is function of x and y, and x is e raised to power u cos v, and y is again e raised to power u, it is sin v. And then we have to show that zx square plus zy square is equal to this expression. Okay. So, how can we prove this result? Okay. So, first we compute zx or fx, both are same. So, how to compute this? This is 1 by j times del of f y upon del of u v. Here independent variables are u and v. And what will be zy? Zy will be minus 1 by j times del of fx upon del of u v. So, first we compute j. So, what will be j? J will be del of xy upon del of u v, which is equal determinant of del x upon del u, del x upon del v, del y upon del u, and del y upon del v. And this is further equal to del x upon del u from here is e raised to power u cos v, it is minus e raised to power u sin v, it is e raised to power u sin v, and it is e raised to power u cos v, and it is equals to e raised to power 2u, because sin square plus cos square is 1. Now, let us compute this term. This term is del of fy upon del of uv, which is equal to determinant of del f upon del u, del f upon del v, del y upon del u, del y upon del v, which is equals to determinant of fu, fv. This term is e raised to power u sin v, and this is e raised to power u cos v, and this is e raised to power u will can come out, and it is cos v fu minus sin v fv, sin v fv. Okay. So, this is this term. Now, what will be del of now what will be this term? So, this we have to remember that j is e raised to power 2u. Now, let us compute del fx upon del uv. It is equals to again fu fv, then del x by del u. Del x by del u from here is e raised to power u cos v, and del x by del v is e minus e raised to power u sin v, and determinant will be e raised to power u can come out minus sin v fu minus cos v fv. Okay. So, what will be zx? So, zx will be 1 upon j times this quantity. So, 1 upon j times this quantity, j is e raised to power 2u. So, it is e raised to power minus u times cos v fu minus sin v fv. And what will be zy? Again e raised to power minus u times this negative will cancel out. So, it is sin v fv fu plus cos v fv. Now, you simply square and add both the equations. When you square and add both the equations, it is zx square plus zy square. It is e raised to power minus 2u will come out. It is fu square because this square plus this square is 1. It is fv square because this square plus this square is 1, and the product term will cancel out because they are having opposite sign. So, we have proved the result. Now, we have some properties of Jacobian. So, let us try to show these properties one by one. So, the first property is, if J is del of uv upon del of xy and J dash is del of xy upon del of uv, then J into J dash is always 1. Then J into J dash is always 1. This is the first property, and the proof is very easy. So, what is J into J dash? J into J dash is this into this. Okay. Now, this is determinant of del u by del x into del u by del y, del v by del x into del v by del y, and this determinant J dash is this thing which is del x upon del u, del x upon del v, then del y upon del u, and then del y upon del v. Okay. This is one determinant and this is second determinant, and the product of these two will be J into J dash. Now, determinant of A, matrix A, and determinant of matrix B will be determinant of A into B. We already know this result. So, determinant of this into determinant of this will be determinant of this matrix into this matrix. Okay. Take this as a matrix, the inside 2 cross 2 rectangular, we are calling it a matrix, and this is a matrix. So, determinant of A into determinant of B is determinant of A into B. So, now we are computing A into B. So, this row, this column, which is del u by del x into del x by del u plus del u by del y into del y by del u. This is the first term. The second term is del u by del x into del x by del v plus del u by del y into del y by del v. Similarly, the next two terms are this row, this column, so that will be del v by del x into del x by del u plus del v by del y into del y by del u, and then this is del v by del x into del x by del v plus del v by del y into del y by del v. Okay. Now what is del u? Del u we can easily write, it is del u by del x into del x plus del u by del y into del y. Okay, because u is a function of x and y. Okay. We can easily write this expression. Now, we divide the entire expression by del u. Okay. When you divide the entire expression by del u, so we obtain this term, and this upon this is 1. So, this term is, the first term is 1. Now, in the same expression, let us divide the entire expression by del v. Now, u and v are independent. So, del u by del v is 0. Okay. So, the value of this term is 0, that means the value of this term is 0. Similarly, Similarly, when you find del v, it is del v by del x into del x plus del v by del y into del y. You divide the entire expression by del u. When you divide the entire expression by del u, so del u and v are independent. So, this will be 0, hence the value of this expression will be 0. And when you divide the entire expression by del v, so del v by del v is 1. So, the value of this expression will be 1. So, determinant is 1. So, hence we have shown that j into j dash is always 1. Now, second property is chain rule type property of Jacobian. What it is? Del of uv upon del of xy can be written as del of uv upon del of rs into del of rs upon del of xy. So, this is basically chain rule property of Jacobian, okay. And the proof of this is also easy. Let us try to prove it. Let us take the right hand side. Right hand side is what? It is del u by del r in del u by del s, del v by del r and del v by del s, and determinant of this is del r by del x, del r by del y, del s by del x and del s by del y. Again the determinant, product of this determinant is equal to determinant of this row, this column, which is del u by del r into del r by del x plus del u by del s into del s by del x, okay. Then this row, this column, which is del u by del r, this row, this column into del r by del y plus del u by del s into del s by del y. Now, this row, this column, which is del v by del r into del r by del x plus del v by del s into del s by del x. Then this row, this column, the last one, that is del v by del r into del r by del y plus del v by del s into del s by del y. Now, the first term is basically del u by del x. If you carefully see this term basically u is a function of r and s, okay. So, when you apply chain rule, so it is del u by del r into del r by del x plus del u by del s into del s by del x. So, it is basically, this term is basically del u by del x. Similarly, this term is basically del u by del y. Again, this is basically del v by del x and this is del v by del y. So, it is nothing but del of uv upon del of xy, which is left hand side. So, we have proved. So, this is chain rule of Jacobians. Now, let us solve some problems based on this. The first property, so we can easily verify this property. This is x and y is uv. If you compute say if you take j as del of xy upon del of uv, so it is del x upon del u, del x upon del v, it is del y upon del u and del y upon del v. So, that we can easily compute, okay. Now, if you compute j dash, which is reciprocal of this, that is del of uv upon del of xy, it is del u upon del x, del u upon del y, del v upon del x and del v upon del y. Now, first you have to express u and v in terms of x and y, then only we can compute j dash. For j we are having no problem because x and y are already in terms of u and v. So, for finding this expression there is no problem, but for this you have to first express u and v in terms of x and y. So, what is x? X is u minus uv and y is uv. So, when you add these two, this implies u is equals to x plus y. So, u in terms of x and y is x plus y, and what will be v? V is y upon u. So, that is y upon x plus y. Okay. So, we can compute del u by del x from here, del u by del y, del v by del x, del v by del y from this expression. Okay. Compute j and j dash, and we can easily verify that j into j dash will come out to be 1. Okay. Now, the next problem, let us try to solve the next problem now. Next problem is u is under root x square plus y square and v is tan inverse y by x, and you have to compute del of uv upon del of xy. So, this we can compute directly also. This is nothing but determinant of del u by del x, del u by del y, del v by del x and del v by del y. This we can compute directly also, but we can compute this using chain rule also. How? So, let x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. So, what will be u? U will be r and v will be theta, and what will be del of uv upon del of xy? It will be del of uv upon del of r theta into del of r theta into del of xy by the chain rule property of Jacobians. Now, what is del uv upon del r theta? Del uv upon del r theta is determinant of del u upon del r, del u upon del theta, del v upon del r and del v upon del theta, which is because u equal to r and v equal to theta, which is 1 0 0 1 and it is 1. Okay. Now, del of r theta upon del of xy is equals to determinant of del r upon del x, del r upon del y, del theta upon del x and del theta upon del y, which is equals to del r upon del x. Now, you have to express r and theta in terms of x and y. Okay. So, what is r? R square is x square by y square, and what is theta? Theta is tan inverse y by x. Basically, we already know that this value, this Jacobian is basically r. Let us compute this thing. Okay. We have a result that del of r theta upon del of xy is basically, I think, 1 by r. Let us see. Okay. So, what will be del r upon del x from here? It is x by r. Okay. What is del r by del y from here? It is y by r. What is del y by del theta by del x from here? It is 1 upon 1 plus y by x whole square into, and it is by with respect to x, that is minus y by x square. Okay. And del theta by del y is 1 upon 1 plus y by x whole square into 1 by x. Okay. So, that is x by r, y by r, and it is minus y by x square plus y square, and it is x upon x square plus y square. Okay. And this is equal to basically x square, basically 1 by r x square by y square can come out, and it is x square plus y square, that cancel out, and it is 1 by r. Yeah. So, it is 1 by r, basically it is a result basically that del of r theta upon del of xy is 1 by r. We can use it directly also. So, so now Now, what will be this expression? This expression, it is 1, it is 1 by r. So, it is 1 by r, and r is under root x square by y square. So, we can solve such problems using chain rule also. Okay. Now, similarly, if we have a function of 3 unknowns, then also we can convert using change of variable. So, f x we can obtain as 1 by j times del of f y z upon del of u v w. Similarly, del f upon del y and del f upon del z, where j is simply del of x y z upon del of u v w. Now, let us try to solve. The first problem is easy, you can easily solve the first problem. Let us try to solve the second problem. Now, the second problem, u is x square plus y square plus z square, and v is xy plus yz plus zx, w is x plus y plus z, and you have to compute del of u v w upon del of x y z. So, what will be this Jacobian? This is del of u upon del of x, del u upon del y, del u upon del z, del v upon del x, del v upon del y, del v upon del z, again del w upon del x, del w upon del y, del w upon del z, and it is equal to, what is del u upon del x? 2x, 2y, 2z. It is del v upon del x, it is y plus z, it is 2. Okay. It is z plus x, it is x plus y, and it is 1 1 1. Okay. Now, when you simplify this, so we get 2x times z plus x minus y minus 2y times y plus z minus x minus y, and it is plus 2z times y plus z minus z minus x. So, when you simplify this, this will cancel out, and when you simplify this, you will get 0. So, Jacobian of this is 0. Now, if Jacobian comes out to be 0, what does it mean? It means that these relations of u, v and w are not independent, they are dependent. Okay. And what is the relation? Relation you can easily verify. You can easily see that w square is equal to basically u plus 2v. So, this is a relation, that is why Jacobian is coming out to be 0. Okay. So, this is all about change of variables. So, thank you very much.